So why is it so hard to understand T-bone? What is it really all about? Let's dive into it and see if I can help you understand it. Alright guys, welcome back to another episode of Rolling with T-Bone. As we're rolling down the road on the one and only T-Bone's Blue Moon. Doing a lot of riding on this bike, guys. But anyway, if you're old here, welcome back. You know what's going on. If you're new here, welcome in. My name's T-Bone. I shoot motorcycle related content and really any kind of content that just comes into my mind. This is my Dyna Super Glide, my old 97 Super Glide, named the Blue Moon. So it's been brought up to me before in the past, and really guys, I never thought there was an issue or a situation that I ever, really paid attention to. But people have asked me, why am I so standoffish? Why is it so hard to get to know me? I knew I was standoffish, and to be honest with you guys, that kind of stems back from a childhood thing of, I'm trying to figure out how to explain this to where it makes some kind of sense. And I hope my windshield's not messing with you guys. I decided to adjust everything and put the windshield back on the Blue Moon. I don't know if it'll help cut down on buffering in the helmet or not, but that was kind of one of the reasons I wanted to put it back on. But anyway, getting off the point, when you're young, as a kid and as a teenager, when you're a youth or adolescence, things that are, constantly said to you or constantly done to you, or a certain way that you're constantly made to feel, you kind of get that ingrained into you, and as you get older, it's just an adaptation of who you are. Not to be meant as a bad thing or a good thing. It just becomes a part of your personality and who you are. And as a younger person, I was always made to feel as if my presence annoyed people, or that me being around was an annoyance, or I was made to feel like I wasn't really wanted around, because everybody was always telling me to go on or go away, or we're talking, or something to that effect. And to be honest with you, you start hearing that so much when you're young. Then as you get older, you start thinking, well, maybe if I'm just an annoyance like that, maybe the best course of action for me to take would just be to stay away from people. And that's kind of what you get. As a friend, and a lot of my long-term friends understand this, and it don't make sense, and no matter how I explain it, I can't make it make sense. But all my true friends know, you will sometimes go weeks, months, sometimes even years before you hear from me. Months, weeks, some people will go 6-7 months before they hear from me, and then all of a sudden I'll pop in and say, hey, how are you, what's going on, catch up, and then you may see me again the next week, or you may see me again the next day. But that's just all kind of psychological. Like I said, it's not something that I set out to intentionally do, is to stay away from people or anything like that. It's just a part of who I am. And people, and I'm kind of, outside of my wife and kids, I don't have constant relationship, if that makes sense. I don't have a 24-hour-a-day, 7-day-a-week relationship with anybody other than my wife and kids. My friends who see me, and my old friends who see me, you know, that's just the momentary. You know, like Milkman over at the shop, you know, Milkman may see me every day for a week, and then he may not see me again for 3 weeks to a month. That's just the way I've kind of always been. I've always kind of been that, you know, guy that, my biggest thing is I don't want to be a hindrance to anyone, and I certainly don't want to be a bother to anyone. And if I start feeling like I'm a bother to you, or if I start feeling like you know, you dread me coming around you, even in the friendship capacity, I'll just stop coming around you. And you don't have to say nothing. I pretty well much have got a pretty good sense on picking up on stuff like that. So that's why a lot of times in my videos you see me, every now and then I'll be riding with somebody else, but the lion's share of my videos, my content, I'm by myself. And a lot of times, to be honest with you, I'm cool with that. That's kind of the way I like it. I kind of like to be able to set my own pace, ride at my own speed. You know, and that's not just a friendship thing. Even inside inner circles that I'm close in, they may go a couple of months without hearing from me. A lot of times I just don't have nothing to say. Or, you know, I'm a very... I'm a very I'm a creature of habit, I guess is what I'm trying to say. I'm a creature of habit. Once I get set in doing something, then I will follow that habit. Like when I watch something, if I'm binge watching a TV series or something on Netflix or Discovery Plus or something like that, I tend to start with episode one, and I will binge watch. No matter how long it takes me, I'll watch it all the way through to the end of the series or the end of what they got. And that's just kind of, you know, like me being, like I say, just a creature of habit. It's not to say that I don't like being around people. I'm not an antisocial person whatsoever, because I speak to everyone. But I have that deep-rooted that, you know, go away, you're bothering us, or you don't need to be here, or it's a really bad time for you to be here. I heard that stuff so much when I was a kid that I just immediately removed myself from the equation. I mean, people inside my family don't hear from me on a regular basis. Cousins and aunts and stuff such, you know, they don't hear from me on a regular basis. You may go 3 or 4 years without hearing from me, and it's not that I'm trying to be antisocial. It's just that I've got that stuff so ingrained in my head that I say, okay, everything's good, they're good, I'm good, I got to see them. And then I pretty well much go back to being a recluse, I guess. And I know it bothers some of my family. It bothers them because, you know, I don't always answer the phone when they call, or I don't call every week or every other day or every couple of weeks. But you get stuff like that when you're young, and that's something that I've always tried not to do with my kids. I've always tried to make sure my kids understood that, you know, you're not interrupting me. If you need something, or if you want to talk or whatever, come to me. But You get that kind of thing ingrained into you when you're a young person. I'm gonna be honest with you guys, it's hard as an adult to get out of that, because even at work, I come in, I pretty well much at work, I know what my job is. I don't actually need to touch base with anybody at my work, because when I clock in on Monday morning, I know what I've got to have done by Friday evening. And you know, I have went a couple of days with just a passing, hey, how are you, back out the door, and I'm gone. And for a lot of people are very outspoken about stuff, and I guess that's why, because people have said, you know, shooting this content, talking, riding, it all kind of seems like it's natural to me, because here I'm not trying to carry on a two-way conversation, if that makes sense. I'm just imparting my feelings about something, and you know what, you don't have to watch it, you don't have to listen to what I'm saying, and I'm perfectly fine with that if you don't want to, but it bothers people, and I know it bothers people, because people are like, well, man, you need to stay in contact with us, or you know, don't be a stranger. You need to keep up with us and let us know what's going on. We need to know if you're okay. If I'm ever not okay, Regina will let everybody know. I'm pretty sure of that. But as far as you wanting me to call you every day or come by and see you, you know, once or twice a week, that's not who I am. I haven't been that guy in a long time. And like I say, it's not a thing of me trying to be antisocial or anything of that sort. It's just, I don't have nothing to say. If I'm not missing nothing, I don't need to be there, basically, is the way I feel about it. Because I am one of those solitary guys. When I'm working, when I'm at work, when I'm riding my mower, or I'm working on the tractor, or whatever I'm doing at work is the same as riding a motorcycle. You know, I've got my headphones in, I'm listening to stories on Spotify, or I'm listening to music. I'm in a comfortable place. I'm in a happy place. You know, I'm in my place. That's where I feel most comfortable at. And like I say, I really want to stress that point, is I'm not trying to be antisocial. And I know sometimes people come off with the, well, he just don't like to talk to nobody or be around nobody. He's just antisocial. Not at all. That's never my intentions. Let me say that. I never intend for people to think that I'm antisocial. I just don't want to be a burden. I don't want to be an aggravation to somebody who may already be having a hard enough time. And the last thing they need is somebody just showing up that really don't have nothing to say, who's just going to be sitting there kind of looking at you, and then now that's just going to turn into a whole new awkward situation. But yeah, I mean, that's just kind of who I am. And I know I'm not the only person like that. I know other people will force themselves to go visit or call or do this or do that. And I think that's kind of why I know I'm kind of comfortable with social media, with Facebook, because I see what the family members are doing on Facebook. Okay, everybody's fine. You know, nobody's in no existential crisis. So everything's good. You know, that people say, well, you could change that. You don't have to be that way. What's going on, brother? That guy right there got a crazy job. I've never understood the whole surveying thing, but my hat's off to them, because those guys get into some dangerous spots and dangerous situations sometimes. Beside the point. But anyway, you know, people say, well, you don't have to be that way, and that's true. I could force myself to not be this way. I could force myself to go. I could force myself to call all the time, but to be honest with you, that's just going to make me uncomfortable. And then our conversation's really not going to be worth nothing at all, because by that point I've already made myself uncomfortable. And when I feel like when I get uncomfortable, I don't hide it very well. I'm not, you know, I don't stone face it when I get uncomfortable. And I don't like being uncomfortable. And the biggest part of that is, I know nobody likes to be uncomfortable, but I don't like to purposely put myself into a situation where I know I'm going to be uncomfortable, if that makes sense. Tell you what isn't uncomfortable is the sound of these pipes on the old Blue Moon here. Those things sound amazing. I like it. But that's just kind of a short video I wanted to shoot for you guys, to let you, you know, because it's been brought up to me a bunch of times. People have wondered, well, he just don't, and I, you know, friends have come to me and said, well, does he just not like me? Or, you know, if you're new to me and I don't speak to you, I'm not trying to be antisocial. I'm very standoffish. I'm very guarded. My inner circle is so small, I can count it on one hand and have fingers left over. My inner circle of people that pretty well much know what's going on with me from time to time is very small. And now that's, you know, that's the way I've always been. I've always kept my circle real small to just one or two people. I've never, you know, I do okay in groups of people. I can speak to everyone and, you know, be fine doing it. But I've always kept a smaller group of close people to me. And even the closest people to me, I'm still the same way with them. They don't always see me. They don't always hear from me. You know, again, like I say, it's just one of those things that it is what it is. I can't change who I am. But mainly, I don't feel like there's nothing wrong with what, you know, with me, what I'm doing. But I just thought I would shoot this little video just to let y'all guys know, just kind of give you a little bit of an idea about who I am, because I've had people just say, well, he don't like us, or man, he's awful standoffish. That I am standoffish, that is the case. Not antisocial by any means. I just, when I first meet somebody, I pick up on vibes, if that makes sense. I can kind of pick up on what kind of vibe somebody's throwing off when I first meet them, as to whether I want to pursue a friendship with them, or if I want to take the time to get to know them a little bit better. The one thing you can rest assured is, in about the first 5 minutes of me meeting you, I've already determined what level of friend you're going to be to me, how much I'm going to hang around you, how much you're going to let you get to know me. And I know that's bad. I know you're watching this video going, really? But yeah, really. Because first impressions, and guys, this all stems back to, like I said, with being a kid, and then my mom getting killed, and then a lot of people in my life passing away within a 3 or 4 year period. It's just a lot of stuff that went in to create Tbone. And, you know, I wish I could just turn it off and be this guy that, you know, you see or you talk to all the time, but that's just never going to be me. And first impressions mean a lot to me, because like I said, usually I can determine what level of friend you're going to be to me when I first meet you. But don't read nothing into that, because people who have been friends with me for years still don't get to talk to me every day or see me every day. Because like I said, that's just who I am. I'm not that type of guy. And I know I've had family that's actually climbed my hind end. Well, you could at least call, or you could at least come by. Yeah, I know I can. But you're okay and I'm okay, and there ain't nothing cataclysmic going on in your life. There is no kind of catastrophe or anything like that. So as long as I know you're good, I'm good. And then I've also got this other habit of where if I feel like something's going on or I'm uncomfortable about a situation that maybe a family member's in, I'll just show up. I don't call, I don't send a fax, I don't send a telegram, I just show up. Because usually the surprise reaction is the real reaction to how somebody feels about you. But anyway, guys, I'm going to go ahead and call that video quits. And I just wanted to let you know a little bit about me. Comment down, let me know, what do you think? Are you guys social butterflies? Am I wrong? Am I right? Don't forget to comment, like, share. Remember to go watch the spring into summer video. And comment keyword ball hooting to go ahead and get yourself enrolled into the spring into summer giveaway. May the 28th, guys, is when that's going to happen, Memorial Day weekend. But guys, find us on all the platforms. Till the next time, you guys take care of yourselves and each other.